Hello, this is Ralphie Wallstreet, and this is another episode of The Cheat Code. Today's topic is my favorite. It's Wall Street, the stock market. It's today's Wallstreet Wednesday. We will dive in depth with the stock market. So we will get into a lot of different stock ideas, a lot of different tips, and what's going on within the week. Because I try to do this every Wednesday, so you will get every Wednesday from the time recorded on information. So I can gather up a lot before I speak to you, because the stock market changes daily, but a lot of the groundwork has already been set weeks in advance. So, and that's where I come in. I want to be able to give you a nice head start, be able to start your portfolio right, or pick your stocks with a little bit of confidence. I hope you take a list, take some notes, watch the video, listen to the podcast, whatever we can do to help here at the Cheat Code Podcast. So let's get started. Stocks. It could be a gift. Believe it or not, it can. You can literally buy stocks for loved ones. And I'm not just talking children. You can give it to your parents, your friends, someone, anyone. If you feel as if you think this stock will be good for their future and you want that to be part of their portfolio, or you buy it in their behalf, you can do so. Because you got to think about it like this. It's a good gift to buy. Imagine wealth for Christmas. It's a no-brainer. Wealth is usually something that occurs over time, so it's a good way to start by buying, because you got to start somewhere when you're investing. If you sit there and just watch the stock market go up and down and you haven't done anything to do it, you know how to say, you got to play to win. So this is definitely a good way to get yourself started, or to get someone started. If you're already advanced or close to knowing expert status when it comes to stocks, why not help somebody out who really doesn't, get them started? Hey, I bought you one stock for Christmas. Merry Christmas. But this is what I need you to do. I need you to study this. I want you to keep an eye on this company. And then after a while, I guarantee they'll get so comfortable doing that, they'll be like, I want to buy more. So now you're changing their culture. They went from, I want Jordans to, hey, Dad, I seen PS5 coming out. I think I should buy Sony. Just like that, you got to change the culture somewhere, and that's how you start. If you want, just as a Christmas gift, birthdays, the whole 9 yards. I do the same with my kids with custodial accounts. I open accounts for them that they can't touch till they're 18. But when I buy a certain stock I believe is good, I usually buy 2 to 3, because one's for me and 2's for them. So you got to realize, when you're thinking of you, think about your kids as well, or your loved ones. Not only for Christmas, birthdays, or just 'cause. It's a no-brainer. Wealth for Christmas. Sony also, I want to get into. Sony is now thinking of buying movie theaters. And not only buying movie theaters, but lacing these movie theaters with only Sony products. So think about it. A Sony projector, Sony speakers, PS5s in the lobby for people to play. I'd love that movie theater. I'd go to it. Even with COVID, I'd go to it. It's going to sound great. You get to play not just any video games. The arcade games are cool, but you get to play high graphic PS5 games. I might miss my movie. And that's a good thing, because, hey, you paid for the tickets. They're already bought. I mean, I got a good game in. I was playing PS5 for hours, not realizing I'm in a movie theater. That's an amazing experience at the movie theaters, I think. So I definitely push for that. If Sony was smart, it's only speculation and talk right now, but if Sony was smart, they'd really get into that a little more. They're talking about getting into TV shows through the Sony IP from the video games. So some video games they may have on the system may become a TV show. We never know. We'll see. So I think it's absolutely worth it. I love Sony stock. I invest in it myself. It's funny, my kid brought it to me because he loves PS5, but I've already invested it before that, but still I grabbed it for his portfolio just to show, I like that you're thinking like this. Here you go. So I think it's an amazing thing Sony's doing, and I hope if Sony is doing this, it would be an amazing thing, and I hope so. But we all together have to see, Sony right now is almost $100. Before the PS5 came out, I think they were under 80. So you got to think how much just a certain product a company brings to market can affect their stock price. Like, that's amazing in itself. You got to think, if you go to Walmart every day and you see every day this place is packed, it's probably like that in other states as well. So you want to look into that type of stock because you see the environment tells you you should. Like, don't ignore the obvious. Think about it. SPACs. Have you ever heard of a SPAC? Well, I have. Obviously. SPACs are special purpose acquisition companies. So basically, if you have a product or an idea and you've already shown your sales and stuff, but you're private and you want to go public right away, you join a SPAC. Nikola's a SPAC. Workhorse is a SPAC. These companies just came public like that, and now they're being traded because they went into a company that just looks for mergers and acquisitions. So they'll buy a little bit of your company and then boom, you're public. It's also pretty good. And the reason, you're probably like, so why is he bringing up SPACs? So let me tell you why I'm bringing up SPACs. SPACs are thinking of, for 2021, I can't say you heard it here first, because if you're into this somehow, you've probably heard this too, but SPACs are thinking of investing in people to go public. People. So let's put this into normal terms. Imagine The Rock's initials being traded on the NASDAQ, or Kevin Hart's or the Kardashians' catalog traded on the stock exchange. Can you imagine that? I can. Now that they put it into perspective, I really can. Because if you think about it, The Rock has a great catalog of content, from wrestling to businesses to movies. And now he has Terramana. Imagine investing in that as a stock. Like, right now it's at 5, but when we found out about all he's doing, it went to 10. He took that $5 we invested and made even more content and more products. And now it's blowing up even more. And that's basically how a company works. And these days, like one of my favorite rappers used to say, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. So you got to realize these people are literally becoming a business in themselves. Kevin Hart has Laugh Out Loud Network. It's a comedy channel. Imagine investing into that through him. So now he can get more people onto his channel, more ratings. So it's like it's an amazing decision. I hope they do. I'm curious to see how this works for next year. The Kardashians, just thinking about that with their catalog going back almost 20 years, maybe. It's been out, like, the Kardashians have been on for a long time. They have spin-offs, products, stores, boutiques. Yeah, I can see it. I can literally see it. Shoot, I watch some of Kevin Hart shows right now, like, and it makes me think about it. Wow, his movies are good. He's always in videos. The Rock, too. Between The Rock and Kevin Hart, they could be a stock together. I'd invest in it. So we'll definitely see how that goes for 2021. Like, there'll be a lot of amazing things going on. Also for 2021, crypto. Crypto is getting a big push. A lot of institutions are starting to purchase Bitcoin. Cash App and Square are starting to let you be able to buy it. It's also hitting an all-time high of 23,000 plus. And analysts already believe it can be 3 times that. So if you ain't investing in crypto, at least put a little in there. I like to diversify. I got a little bit into crypto. I don't want to put the whole house up, but, I like to stay diversified to keep my ear to the streets, per se, when it comes to the markets of different companies. So I definitely see that happening. Like, it's a currency that's not recognized like the dollar, but it's on its way. And one day it possibly can be above the dollar. You got to think inflation is kicking the dollars butt. Back in 1914, I could buy a brand new truck for $20. Ha! Try to do that now. You couldn't buy a used F-150 2010 for $20,000 nowadays. So it's like, you got to understand how much the digital currency can actually impact or better purchasing. Well, I'm definitely curious to see as time grows, and hopefully, the coin can reach $1 million. Since I'm invested, I'd be psyched. I'll be able to do something with my profits. Absolutely. So we definitely want to keep an eye on the crypto. There is a company, Skybridge Capital, And others are doing this as well. Look out for it. There's ETFs and index funds for cryptocurrency companies. So you can go to one ETF and buy all the crypto companies out right now, from Bitcoin to Ethereum and etc. Like a lot of these companies, like Kodak was thinking about coming out with their own crypto, Facebook as well. So you got to think cryptocurrency it's inevitable. Just look out for it. Germany and the UK. Ooh, I feel bad for you guys. A new strain of the COVID virus. They're not sure if it's strong enough or weak enough for the new vaccine. We are going to see, but they are taking no chances. Already implementing lockdowns. So let's do the math. When you do a lockdown, that means your economy makes no money. And analysts are saying UK and Germany are losing 4% of GDP a day. And GDP stands for gross domestic product. It's basically all the goods and products and like money transacted around your country versus the globe. So if you're losing 4% of your economy a day, that's a big deal. Like, this coronavirus is kicking the globe's butt. Like, people are losing money. Small businesses are losing money. Like, it's not even just a domestic U.S. thing. It's everywhere. Like, I seen a video yesterday where a guy tried to sneak out of Wuhan, and they had so many procedures in place that it looked kind of scary. I was like, wow. They sprayed him, the car. They had a special thing for if he took off his mask. They had like a fish basket they threw over his head, was black. I was like, wow, it's getting to that. And that's just China. China always takes it 10 steps further. So that doesn't surprise me with China. But think about it. America's watching, so we may implement this one day as well. If this vaccine doesn't work, we'll see. But if it does work, great. We can go back to life as we know it. And another thing about that, Apple be creating an electric vehicle. Wow, that's interesting. Google's trying to create an electric vehicle as well. So the catch is Apple wants to create a better battery than Tesla and all the other electric vehicles out right now. They want to make sure it charges faster, runs longer. And they want to have this by 2024. So we can see this happening really, really soon. I would see this, maybe 2024 is a good time. And electric vehicles are really a big hit right now. It stops emissions and it stops everything else as well. So you got to realize that you want to get into that and make your moves into Apple. That's one of my strongest positions. So I definitely see this as a possible move to go even further. It just split maybe 3 to 4 months ago. So definitely do so. Today was a Wall Street Wednesday. We appreciate you listening or watching, and we hope that you get into more stocks and more for your portfolio so you can grow generational wealth. Thank you and have a great day.